say you are what you eat, so I don't eat chicken feet. But I love me some of Grandma's pickled beets. Well, cut it up, put it in the pan, throw it over your shoulder and see where it lands right here in Farmer's Kitchen. Maters, taters, beans and corn, the cows in the barn and the sheep's been shorn, kids in the barnyard chasing Grandpa's chicken. Spices, slices, cuts and dices, gonna slash your grocery prices right here in Farmer's Kitchen. Help you grow your garden good with recipes to suit your mood. Try some grub you've never tried before. Smash it with a wooden mallet. Gonna educate your palate. Right here in Farmer's Kitchen. In Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. We're gonna cook something good now.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. We got a great Southern style barbecue on for you today. It's going to be delicious. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to have a fella come in and show us how to make, Jason Breimeyer is his name by the way, make a pork butt on the Bigg Green Egg. And let me tell you what, it's delicious. Nicki is going to make some potato salad, her grandmother's recipe. It's delicious. It's very simple, but it is delicious. And then in that process, she uses Chow, which we made last year. Got a jar of it right here. And we're going to take this and we're going to actually use this in our recipe, End of Garden Relish, whatever you want to call it. But you know what time it is. It's time to draw for our apron, Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen apron. At the end of the show, we will have the winner. Over here, we have a bunch of little folded up pieces of paper with all the folks who liked our Facebook page. And guess what? We're going to have a lucky winner. And if they choose to do so, they can be on the show as well. We're going to have all sorts of giveaways coming up. Maybe even a case of L8 to a lucky winner. Your choice. They have several different types. But you know what? I cannot wait for spring. It's coming up very shortly. We're going to have so many gardening tips for you. We're going to show what you can do on a small farm. We're going to raise critters. We're going to have our own chickens. We're going to bring in some goats, some lamb, maybe even a cow, and a pig. We're going to show you farming practices, how to do it on your own, even if you live in the city. Very shortly, coming up, old-fashioned hog killing. But I tell you what, speaking of hog, I like my pork, and I like the Bigg Green Egg. That means Jason Breimeyer is on his way to show us how to make a pork butt on the Bigg Green Egg.
Jason Breimeyer, you know what? I got to tell you, I've been cooking on this thing all day long. We still got a flame in it, and I called you. I said, yeah, you know, what about smoking? And you said,
let's do a butt.
You said, I'll bring my butt with me. And I said, bring it on out.
Bring it on.
And we'll put one on. Now, you know what? Everybody likes to smoke butt.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about the green egg, which we've been doing several different recipes on. Great thing about this, again, is the fact that it retains heat. You can set your temperature by your vents up and down, and you can walk away from it.
Absolutely.
How do you smoke in it, though?
Smoke in it? The key to smoking in the Bigg Green Egg is the plate setter.
Plate setter.
This is called the plate setter. It is the #1 accessory that you need.
Egg accessory.
Egg accessory. What it does is it changes your egg from just a grill to indirect heat, because you can see that it changes and it brings the heat up. Instead of coming right underneath what you're cooking, it brings it around and makes it circulate. So it circulates all the way top and bottom. You flip it over the other way and it becomes a baker. The heat still comes up, and then pizza,
which we'll talk
biscuits.
about. Biscuits. How about bread?
Bread, absolutely. Almost anything.
That's for a later date. But the thing is, we got our candles lit. We're getting ready to have a nice quiet evening. We've been cooking on it all day. Why not put a little more charcoal on it? You have to have, you're going to walk away for several hours.
Right. You'll need to get a load of charcoal. And usually what I do, just like when you start it, you get a good bed going, you get your temperature up.
Gotcha.
So
now, what do you want your temperature to be on?
Well, you're going to want to bring it up to that 500 degrees, just like we said. You warm it all the way up, and then you bring it down.
Now, guess what? We got more Dizzy Pig.
We got more Dizzy
Pig. We got a different flavor this time.
This is their flagship. This is the Dizzy Dust.
Dizzy Dust.
And it's actually available in a couple of different ways. You can get a coarse and you can get a salt-free, but this is the original. This is Dizzy Dust, and they're Basic barbecue rub.
You opened the big hole.
I opened the big hole. We're gonna just liberally apply that. Now we just got a butt. Nice thick layer. I like it. And you're gonna get it on all your sides.
All corners.
Don't be shy with it. I love this stuff. Right, and we're gonna take our plate setter. We've got a nice fire reestablished in there. Put that in there, it goes in a couple of notches.
And I see how you've got that side open, so man, it can just, all that
Sits.
smoke flavor will circulate around there.
You can already see it just working around. Put our grate in, put our butt on.
And just like that, there it is.
There we are.
Shut her down.
We're gonna shut her down, and we're gonna adjust our temperature.
What do you want, what is your, once you get her all dialed in, what do you want to walk away at?
I want to walk away between 200 and 225.
Gotcha.
Oh, and look at that. I bet you that'll be 200 degrees for another 12 hours.
Wow. Now, that's a pretty good sized butt. How many pounds would you say?
Between around 7 pounds, I would guess.
It's a good sized butt. Now, how long would you want that to cook?
I cook a butt at about 200 degrees, about an hour and a half per pound.
Gotcha. You know the great thing about having a television show with Housewarmings as a sponsor? I got 2 Bigg Green Eggs. So, meanwhile, while this one was cooking, we set this one up a long time ago, and guess what? It's almost done. The tricks of TV. You know what? I'm going to let you walk over there and bring it right back over here, and we'll see what we got going on.
There we go. Now, like I said, Tim, you can take it off and you can wrap it up, get it simmering in its own juices. So we took it off after about 8 hours, and it's been sitting there.
Oh man, I'm smelling
wrapped
that.
up.
It's like Christmas. Unwrapped. Oh,
When you have
man.
one of those. All right.
Oh, what a smell. Now you're talking about pulled pork. Let's for those.
Pulled pork.
Oh, I see where you're going with that. There's so many ways you can serve this. You can make you a pulled pork plate with some coleslaw. I mean, you can take and put it on a bun with your favorite barbecue sauce. Which, by the way, I got a new barbecue sauce I want to show you that's absolutely phenomenal. Back to this.
We got and this is where it's called pulled pork. You just pull it.
Wow.
But look at that.
Now you won't smack my hand if I reach in here and grab a piece of this.
I got forks. You got at your own risk.
I am taking that risk. No, that's what pulled pork ought to taste like.
Look at that pink.
Oh my.
Nice, beautiful smoke.
You know, one thing I wondered about smoking is in a lot of traditional smokers, you'll have to put some kind of water, something to keep things moist.
Wet smoking, you're right.
This is as moist as any I've ever had. I didn't lose that moisture. Why?
Because of the egg. Like we talked about, the air circulates around, sears it in. You're not losing heat, you're not losing moisture, and you're holding everything in there. And when you just wrap it up, you're just putting that moisture right back in there. It's not gone, it's still there.
Phenomenal pig. Thank you so much, Jason. Until next time. And right after this, we got something else good coming up. Can I dig in?
Dig in.
I'll tell you what.
What is it about L81 that tastes so good that makes you want more?
Because it glorifies and it has great pep.
Well, a true L8 drinker can drink them any way they come, but I like them out of a glass bottle better.
What is your favorite memory of an L81?
Sitting in a tobacco barn after we got done housing, sitting on our wagon drinking a cold L8.
I don't got no memories pretty much. I'm losing them.
Hello, I'm Tim Farmer here on behalf of Kentucky sheep and goat producers. Want something different tonight? Try delicious Kentucky Proud goat or lamb. From local cuts of fresh lamb and goat to melt-in-your-mouth farmstead cheeses, Kentucky farmers are committed to providing your family with only the finest products from their pastures to your plate. You can find Kentucky Proud goat and lamb products in your grocery store chains like Whole Foods and farmers markets, local restaurants, and it can even be mailed to your home. From fresh meats to farmstead cheeses and spreads, just look for the Kentucky Proud logo to be sure you're selecting the freshest products available. Kentucky Lamb and Goat. Try something different tonight. To
To find a source for Kentucky Proud lamb and goat products near you, visit www.kysheepandgoat.org today.
Kevin, are you sure this is okay? We're cool. I know a guy.
Hey, y'all.
Run! Go! Run!
Where'd they go? I was just going to ask them what they were biting on.
Go where the pros go for great deals on great gear and 3 easy ways to shop. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here.
Are you sure this is okay? Don't worry. I know a guy.
We're back. Nicki is in the kitchen. Hey, Nicki, show the fine folks out there what they're going to get. Somebody's going to win this at the end of the show. Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen apron,
Very
just
nice.
like the one you're wearing.
Good apron.
And you know what? We got a jar full of little white pieces of paper. We're going to unfold one of those into the show and give one of these away. And if they choose to do so, they can be on the show and share one of their country recipes with us.
Right.
Now, but before we do that, we must get our potato salad started. You've already boiled your potatoes.
Mm-hmm. And I boil them whole. And I've kind of put them in cold water. It makes them easier to cut so they don't mush up.
So they don't what?
They don't smash, mush up.
Mush up?
Mush up.
Don't mush up your potatoes.
I don't want to mush the potatoes.
All right. So put them in cold water. Keeps them from mushing.
So when I cut them, they don't mush.
No mushies. All right. Got a little bit of onion.
A little bit of celery. And then we made some of our relish. We used mostly zucchini with that, I think.
Yeah, and that's the End of Garden Relish. It's kind of a chow.
Right. That's
so
the
anything
secret.
you want to put in it, it's the greatest taste. If you want to put some of these on soup beans, if you want to put them in these recipes, it's a great relish to have on board. And we're going to show you how to make that in a little while.
Right.
All right, now, how many potatoes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is about 3 or 4, enough for 3 or 4 people.
Mayonnaise, a little bit of sour cream I like to put in there too, and a little bit of dry mustard.
All right, let's see you do it.
So you ready? So let's start off. We're going to go ahead and cut these potatoes. And however big a chunks you like. You like them a little big, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Be careful, don't mush them.
I won't mush them. They're cold, so they won't mush.
Now, this is your dad's mom. She grew up on a farm in Indiana, right?
Right. And she was a good old country cook. She was a great country cook. She did it all herself. She never really measured either. She just kind of put in what tastes good. So we got all our potatoes.
Potatoes. How do you spell potato?
B-A-T-O-T-O-T-O or something like that. All right. There we
Somebody
go.
had trouble spelling potato one time. I can't remember who that
And I'm a mess. Okay, now we got these. We're going to set them aside for a minute.
Set them aside? All right.
We're going to make us our
we're going to make
sauce.
something else.
Yes.
Oh, our sauce.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right, now, since you have always made this without measuring,
right?
Let's make ourselves measure this time and kind of see what we got going here.
Okay.
And we've just got a tablespoon there.
And if we don't think there's enough when you taste it, we'll make
add
another
more.
batch. Let's start off with, what do you think?
1. These are heaping.
Let's do 4 heaping.
4 heaping. Now, watch you make this
maybe
a million
5. I
times.
think we're going to need more.
You kind of know just by looking.
Okay, and let's do, I just like to give this extra.
A big old dollop of sour cream. All right.
And let's go ahead and put our
onions.
Celery.
How much dry mustard do you want?
Whatever you think. What do you like?
I like it yellered up a little bit.
All right. And we're going to get some chow.
Tell me when.
That's probably good.
All right.
Let's get some of that
and
relish.
you can want, a lot of people like a little, just regular yellow mustard in there as well.
Right. And get a little relish.
Now here's a little of our chow, which again, people have asked for this, so we're going to be showing you this a little bit later.
This is the secret ingredient. This is what makes it the best, don't you think?
And you know what? You've got a cheese dip that you make with that. I mean, this is by the way, this is Mom's recipe.
Now before we add this to potatoes, I want you to try, see what you think.
So we've got our chow, just a couple tablespoons of that.
Right, we got
just enough to give it flavor and color.
Take a little lick.
Which one?
See what you think.
Let's say a little more chow.
Okay.
I can taste that little bit of dry mustard in there. You don't want to use too much.
We're going to use almost a whole container.
Yeah.
Like I said, bake it to and you like it sweet.
That sweetens it up too. This has got a nice sweet taste to it. Color is good.
You can eat this whole thing yourself probably.
And this is nice.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
that's
you're
good.
there.
All right. Let's switch our bowls out.
Oh, wait a minute, don't get this beautiful apron dirty. That's so
Right.
Oh, that tastes good already. Chow's a secret, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
We got to thank Grandma Sherry for that.
Good.
Just mix it up.
And see what you think.
Mix up your non-mushy potatoes.
Non-mushy. And if you want more celery for color, you can
Now,
do
typically, you set this in the refrigerator and let it
get cool for a little bit.
Firm up.
But
Usually ours doesn't make it to the refrigerator.
There you go. See what you think. I think that's nice.
Now, see, that looks like the right consistency. Let me get me a fork.
Throw a couple more on these for pretty color. All right. See what you think.
No, that to me, I've already tasted the mix. Just a little bit of crunch with the celery.
What do you think?
Perfect.
You try?
You could do salt and pepper if you wanted. I don't think it needs it.
It's up to you. What do you think?
Perfect.
Delicious?
Some people might throw a little bit of paprika on board, but you know what? Right there, to me, that is the perfect country recipe for potato salad.
Okay.
Non-mushy potato salad.
Non-mushy potato salad.
That's very good. Now, here's the deal. We're going to go to commercial here, but when we come back, everybody's been asking about the Chow Chow. We're going to show you how to make that because it is yummy. Now I'm going to eat the rest of this. With over 65 wineries right here in Kentucky producing award-winning wines in a myriad of styles, a visit to wine country is just around the corner. Stroll through lush vineyards, relax in welcoming tasting rooms, and learn directly from the winemaker how a great bottle of wine is created. Whether looking for a bold red to stand up to a char-grilled filet mignon, a delicate white to pair with chilled freshwater prawns, or just a bottle to enjoy on the back patio with friends, there's a Kentucky wine for every occasion. For more information or to plan your local weekend getaway to Kentucky Wine Country, visit KentuckyWine.com. Living room. Living room. Dining room. Dining room. Kitchen. Kitchen. Visit Housewarmings at 2312 Palumbo Drive in Lexington and let the outdoor living and grilling experts help you create your living space. Housewarmings. Stop by today and start living your outdoor dreams. Housewarmings, the outdoor living and grilling experts, 2312 Palumbo Drive, Lexington, Kentucky.
Are you ready to go grab life by the gills? Maybe take a road trip to a place with no roads. Would you like to make an investment you know will pay off? Or go to a park that doesn't have a theme? Is it time to do a little team building with the team that matters most? Then your adventure starts here.
You know, today we're going to make something that you can use in all kinds of stuff. You can use it in dips, you can use it in soup beans. It is the End of the Garden Relish, I think my wife calls it. You use all this stuff right here. I'm telling you what, a lot of times your zucchini are a little bit larger than you like them to be. Some of your cucumbers are out of control, and maybe they got a little dirt on them, or they're a little bit, you know, they don't look the best in the world, but hey, that's perfect for relish. So let me slide out of the way and get Nicki to come in here and tell us what we're going to do today, Nicki.
All right, we're going to make relish, and it's actually good in potato salad. It's good in all kinds of stuff.
And remember this, when you make relish, you can make what you like and put whatever you like or don't like in it. And the amounts you use can be varied.
Let's start with the zucchini.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and move some of this. And let's just...
And how big are you going to?
It says to chop fine. Some people grind this up. You can grind it all up really small, but I'm just going to try to do... And I'm going to make these as small as I can. I don't think I want to grind them up. I don't like that. I'd rather taste the pieces, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I like the little squares. All right, now you're going to get about a quart of this zucchini.
Right. That's the main thing I want to measure is a quart of zucchini and about half a quart of the tomatoes. And after that, we're just going to throw a little bit of everything in there.
Cucumber, so on and so forth.
There's no way to do this not making a mess.
There's 1 quart.
That's your main ingredient.
Gotcha.
Zucchini. So go ahead and pour
Into
that
the pot
in.
it goes.
And everything else we're just going to kind of... We figure we want about 2 cups of everything else. So we'll just
all right, and I am going to step back out of the way and let you continue to slice and dice.
Ready?
And I don't want to lose any fingers, so you go ahead and chop, and I'll stand back and watch.
Okay.
All right, now you're going to put about 2 cups
of green tomatoes.
Green tomatoes.
Or you could do, it's about half a quart. These are kind of easier to throw them in a cup. That's about 2 cups worth right there. All right, I'm gonna put a cup of these.
Okay. Now we have our onions. All right, now we're both squinting and crying because that onion is pretty stout. We're gonna cut our cucumbers up. And again, if you want them bigger and chunkier for your relish, you can. I like them a little bit smaller.
All right, I got 2 cups of cucumbers I'm gonna add to this. In my mixture.
You got tears in your eyes.
I know, I'm crying. That onion's got me. And I'm gonna go ahead and, Tim, and start on the red pepper and the banana pepper. Is that all right?
And while she's doing that, I'm gonna sterilize our jars. I like to do the lids too. Keep everything nice and clean. All right, you got about a half a head of cabbage. You've got your red pepper cut up, and you have a couple banana peppers.
Right.
More for flavor. But I don't like a whole lot of pepper. And again, this is up to you. If you want to load it up with peppers, you can do that.
The color's pretty.
Color's pretty. Like to have some color. All right, now you're going to take this, you're going to put it in with the other stuff, and then you're going to soak that. How much water and how much salt do you put in there?
Well, absolutely no water, just a 1/3 cup of salt. We're going to stir it up. We're going to put ice on top and let it sit.
A 1/3 cup of salt.
Kosher salt or canning and pickling salt, probably.
Gotcha, and we got some of that right here. If you wonder what that looks like, you can get this at any Walmart.
All right, and we're going to throw some ice on top of that and just let her sit.
Do you refrigerate it or just leave it out?
You can leave it out or you can refrigerate it. I don't think it really matters, as long as the ice is on it.
That looks good already.
It could actually probably sit a little longer. I've heard people say let it sit overnight even, but 3 hours at least. And we're good to go.
Gotcha.
We'll let it sit, and then we'll come back and fix it.
Very good.
All right, we're taking all the ice off, and we're going to pour these vegetables into a strainer and rinse them off.
Now again, that's soaked in just some pickling salt. Okay, now we're going to let that set for a little while.
Right, let that drain, and we're going to get our boil going with our vinegar and our sugar and our spices.
Okay, now basically you make a brine, I guess you should say, which is, first of all, let me help you.
It's vinegar. Yep.
I'm going to pour how much vinegar?
That's 3 cups of vinegar.
3 cups of vinegar. Now you got to have some sugar.
1.5 cups of sugar.
1.5 cups of sugar.
And I've combined all the spices for you in one bowl. It's mustard, turmeric, and it's just like a
pickling spices.
Pickling spice, yeah. And one last ingredient, 2 cloves of garlic.
2 cloves of garlic. You got to have your garlic.
All right.
Now you just bring that to a boil?
We're going to bring that to a boil for 5 minutes, and then we're going to add all the vegetables in and give it 15 minutes of boiling.
All right, now you're just going to basically ladle these out into these jars.
Right, and I'm not sure how many we're actually going to fill. We probably have to rinse, well, when they boil, it'll rinse off.
You leave about, what, a 1/2 inch of headspace on top of each one. You fill them up. I'll put the tops on. Isn't that pretty? Doesn't that look pretty sitting on the shelf?
Yes, it does.
And then we got some soup beans ready to go. You just put that right in on top of it. Or
Yowie.
Potato salad like you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's so many uses for this.
Add it with some Velveeta cheese and mayonnaise. Makes a good dip. All right, now we're going to get our jars into the boiling water. If I can do it without burning myself. And we are good.
Wonderful.
All right, I think we're good.
And that's what I'm talking about. Now look right there. Look at the color. We just put a little bit of red pepper in there, some banana peppers, and it smells so good you can't understand it.
Looks good.
Now, that was just some vegetables that were at the end of the season.
Right.
The zucchini were huge, but man, it makes some nice consistency. You're always going to have, I mean, until late fall, you're going to have green tomatoes that are just sitting there looking at you. Here's a great way to take some of those late season vegetables. Look what we got right here. How yummy.
Got a frog in my throat.
Yeah, me and Tim Farmer, I went hunting with him one time. Went up on the ridge, climbed up in the tree. And he went on out the ridge past me a little ways and got up in the tree. Well, I fell out of the tree and broke my leg. He shot an 8-point buck. He come over to check on me, and there I was flopping around on the ground. He said, man, I got an 8-point buck. I said, that's good, I need some help. He said, I'll be back. He drug the deer down there at the camp, left me laying there. Everybody down there at the deer camp says, where's Lardo at? Said, he's up there on the hill. Said, he broke his leg. Said, you drug the deer down here and left him? He said, I wasn't worried about nobody stealing Lardo. And
how wide was the deer?
You ain't gonna believe what he had to say.
What did he say?
Said it was this wide.
Oh, Lord.
He lied. I said, what, he got one horse? One horse deer.
I like me some Mama's Chow Chow. Mom makes some mean chow chow.
Yeah, she does. It's really
good. And it
good.
goes in just about everything. Okay, now that we've got that done, you know what that means? We're giving away our beautiful Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen apron to our lucky winner. And now I have to dig in amongst these a million. Actually, there's close to 900 in here. I cannot look. I don't want to make this I'm going to feel around a little bit. I'm going to dig down just a little bit and pull them one out. I can't see anything because they're folded up. Drum roll, please. And the winner, if I can get it unfolded, is, ready?
Yes.
Camilla Scott Halfley from Danville, Kentucky.
I like Danville, yeah.
We like Danville. Very good. Hey, you know what? We're going to get in touch with you through Facebook, the same way you got a hold of us. And this will be yours. If you choose to come on the show and share a recipe, you're more than welcome to do so. And also, we'll be giving away a case of L81.
That's the best. That's the best pile around.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now, your chance to do that will be the same. If you like us on Facebook, that's the next contest. Now, Camilla can come on board, share a recipe, however she wants to do that, or she can just pick up her apron. But I think she's going to want to be on our show and share
Hopefully
a recipe.
she's a good cook.
And you know what? It's all about good times, good friends, and good eats. We'll see you next week on Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. You ready to eat?
Yeah, I'm ready to eat.
Ice cream.
Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen is brought to you by L81, Bass Pro Shops, Housewarmings, Kentucky Sheep and Goat Development Office, Kentucky Wine, Weisenberger Mill, and Tim Farmer Productions.
If you'd like to get some more Moron Brothers music, you can call at 859-734-4911, or we got order forms on the internet. Last year, the only thing we had close to the internet was a minternet in the boat, but it's themoronbrothers.com.